Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 27. The Tourism Ministry is reporting record visitor arrivals and earnings for the Christmas weekend. Between December 21 and 24, preliminary airport arrivals was over 34,000. This is an increase of 12.8% over the corresponding period in 2017. $51.2 million in gross earnings is estimated for the period, 17.1% more than the same period in 2017. Portfolio Minister Edmund Bartlett says the record figures validate the strength of the country's tourism product. He points out that arrivals from source markets have been growing apace and says the ministry has been strategically engaging new and emerging markets to add to the continued growth in the sector. Thousands of additional airline seats were negotiated for the 2018-2019 high season in December out of North America, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Northern Europe. Minister Bartlett estimates that by the end of 2018, the country will welcome over 4.3 million visitors and earn more than $3.3 billion. Government Senator Matthew Samuda is encouraging business operators to check with the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, to confirm its verification of biodegradable products being offered in the marketplace. The urging comes as the January 1 implementation of the ban on plastic and polystyrene fast approaches.
Certainly paper-based, certainly other types of pulp-based type materials would be more in line with what we would be interested in discussing. But NEPA is the appropriate place. I mean, I'll speak to to the authority to ensure that they're putting in place necessary resources to answer all the questions in a timely space.
The January 1, 2019 ban applies to single-use 24 by 24-inch plastic bags, plastic drinking straws, and containers made from polystyrene. Senator Samuda says franchise holders who are concerned about being able to use their existing stock of plastic bags should write to NEPA, as any exemptions will be made on a case-by-case basis.
But the metrics for this sort of decision is based on the fact of when you last ordered, what sort of quantity you're carrying, whether when you ordered is in line with what we believe to be a reasonable period.
Mr. Samuda was addressing a recent Consumer Talk Forum on the new policy hosted by the National Consumers League and NEPA. The Ministry of Justice is working on plans to increase the range of matters over which justices of the peace serving as lay magistrates can adjudicate. Portfolio Minister Delroy Chuck made the disclosure at the recent graduation of 40 JPs from Kingston and St. Andrew. They were enrolled in the Justice Training Institute.
As lay magistrates, you will have limited jurisdiction to preside over matters, but that set of matters will be increased enormously within a year or two, because I'm working on that to ensure that you will have many more areas in which to adjudicate.
Minister Chuck says the current limited jurisdiction for JPs serving as lay magistrates does not take away from their importance in the advancement of justice. He says one aim of the Justice Training Program is to improve the capacity of lay magistrates' courts and case management services.
The 40 of you, Justices of the Peace, who have successfully completed the requirements for specialized training to become lay magistrates are part of our overall case backlog strategy. You will now be rostered by the custodies to preside over several matters.
Distinguished Jamaican-born scientist Professor Sir Godfrey Jeff Palmer has been appointed Jamaica's first Honorary Consul in Scotland. Born in St. Elizabeth in 1940, Palmer migrated to Britain in 1955 as a part of the Windrush generation of Jamaican immigrants. He overcame early educational and other challenges to graduate with a degree in botany from Leicester University in England in 1964 and later earned a PhD in grain science and technology from Edinburgh University in Scotland. While working at the Brewing Research Foundation, Sir Godfrey developed the barley abrasion process, which revolutionized the brewing industry. He also holds the distinction of being the first person in Europe and the fourth in the world to have been honored with the American Society of Brewing Chemists Award of Distinction. Sir Godfrey is a founding member of the Jamaica Society Scotland and currently serves as the Honorary President of the Edinburgh and Lothians Regional Equality Council. And finally, The nation's leaders have called on Jamaicans to learn from the positives in our past and help to reinforce the values of a peaceful and loving society. The appeal came in the Governor General, Prime Minister, and opposition leaders' Christmas Day messages to the country.
It is equally important for us to recognize where we have fallen short in our responsibilities to the vulnerable. And let us continue to exude the warmth and generosity which reflect the best of our Jamaican traditions.
Nowhere in this narrative is there any room for violence. Our children are safe. Returning residents have no fear. No guns are about. Peace and joy, kindness and happiness abound. This is the true, authentic Jamaican Christmas we can enjoy once more, where everyone is looking out for each other, spreading good vibes and good cheer.
Each of us, as citizens and stakeholders in this great country, must take a stand. We must resist all efforts to sow division and bitterness. Even more, we should all make an effort to advance the cause of peace, justice, and healing in every area of our nation's life where we can have an impact.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.